fighting climate change, saving the world from catastrophe? In the interview this week, the winner of the 1995 Nobel Prize for Chemistry, Mario Molina.
From a young age, Mario J. Molina showed an incredible passion for chemistry. He even turned his own bathroom into a chemistry lab so he could study outside of school. He also showed incredible persistence and studied for years to answer a single question about our environment. He wanted to identify how to preserve the ozone layer. Mario J. Molina was also an activist. Once he was able to find some answers about how chemicals were impacting our ozone layer, he made sure he did something about it. He lobbied to different groups to make sure they stopped using chemicals that were harming our ozone layer. In 1995, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry, both for his findings and his activism.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming for a Channel 3 special report.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Thank you for making it out here again on a Saturday. I am here to give this week's update in terms of the winners and other key announcements as we march toward the April 1st Nobel Ceremony Awards here at Achievement First Endeavor Middle School. This morning I would like to start off by announcing the winners of the homeroom and grade-wide competitions last week. In terms of the homeroom, we had a homeroom last week. This was in the 5th grade that had 32% growth. 32% growth, and that homeroom was the University of Minnesota.
What?
In 5th grade.
Whoa.
Now, in our grade-wide competition, we had one grade that actually was just shy of a 90% average as a grade, and that was 8th grade.
Oh.
8th grade was just shy of a 90%.
The 8th
So,
graders, I can't believe that.
I will now give you the rundown of nominees in the individual student categories by grade. I am not going to have time for everyone's question, but at this time, I will take a few questions.
Tom. This is a general question. Tom.
Kelly here from the Washington Post. So I see Dejon Stokes doubled his score this week in math from the beginning to the end. Can you give us any insight on how that may have happened?
If you want the insight in terms of how that happened, the Washington Post or any other publication can go back and take a look at Dejon's work from that quiz. It speaks for itself. Look at what he did. Look what he did on number 6 in particular, and you're going to see exactly why that score doubled. Next
Tom, Manyance from TMZ. This is a general question around revision. Is it true that 99% of LUC students revised their multiple choice by writing a statement indicating the correct answer, and were all awarded effort credits?
They all certainly earned an A in terms of effort in their grade. That is absolutely true that 99% of them did that.
Wow.
If you want to know about credits, I can give you the names of a couple teachers, Miss Clement, Miss Lazak. You can follow up with them. My assistant can give you the contact info.
Okay.
Next question.
Tom. It's a general question.
Yes.
Diamond here from Coney Island Daily. Amir Mondesir, nominated last week in ELA and this week in math. Could he be on his way to 3 nominations this week?
Well, if there's one thing that I've learned about Amir, it's you do not count him out. Do not count him out in any circumstance. Whether he'll be on his way to 3 nominations, only he will be able to tell that. Next question.
Tom. Hi, Stephanie here from BBC News. What student had the absolute best outline for the essay this week?
Hi, Stephanie. Absolute best outline would have to go to Tyler Deegis in the 8th grade. That's Deegis, D-E-E-G-E-S.
Wow.
Take a look at his work. Next question.
Tom.
Next question.
Yeah.
Tom, Lindsay here from News 12. This question is specifically for students in Miss Slezak's after-school group.
Nice, Lindsay.
A story leaked earlier this week that she was paying them to create a checklist for short responses. Is there an investigation into this bribery?
I'll tell you what. I got wind of that rumor. It is, the longer I'm in this work, the more amazing it is that every single time our kids do something spectacular, someone from the press wants to say, oh, it was bribery or there's something behind it. The only thing that is behind that story are the students in Miss Lazak's group working harder than any other kid you are going to find in a 5th grade in any school in Brooklyn. Next question.
I see.
Tom.
Miramond's here. Tom.
Yeah.
Chris here from the Daily News. We're only 2 weeks away from the state exam. Is Kiana Benjamin motivated enough to independently annotate?
Only Kiana Benjamin is going to be able to answer that question. Next question.
Tom.
Yeah.
Hey, can you confirm Miranda Garcia is growing faster than anyone else in NYU?
I can confirm that Miranda Garcia is growing faster than anyone else in NYU. Whether that will continue, I have no idea. We'll see. We'll see what the kids at NYU do this week. Next question.
Question over here, Tom. Is it true that Khalees Johnson got a perfect score? Why do you think that is?
Well, I've long since learned you don't count out Khalees Johnson, and she is full of surprises, and I would not be surprised for her to continue doing extremely well in this competition, and I can confirm the perfect score. That is all the questions that I can take at this time. Thank you for coming out, and we will be back next week with some key updates.
Last question.